Yeah, Jeff, I'm live on Pennsylvania Ave right now in front of a very active crime scene. Good evening, Jeremy. The third Calvin Harris murder trial is finally reaching the end, but you didn't think we'd get to the grand finale without a few fireworks, did you? Good evening, Jeff. I am live in Johnson City in front of the UHS Wilson Medical Center, where just a few hours ago stood a two-story parking garage right behind me, but now, as you can see, it's been reduced to rubble. Good evening, Jeff. I'm live here at the Corning Museum of Glass, where just behind me a few moments ago, a very unique ribbon cutting ceremony took place to kick off the start of Glass Fest. Yeah, Jeff, as you mentioned, there are fans from all over the country here, hundreds of them with RVs packed on, make it look like a small city right here at Watkins Glen. Today I had the opportunity to go talk with some of those fans, and they were quite some characters there. Take a look at what they had to say. We will have an updated information from the event tonight on our 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock shows. But for now, reporting from Painted Post, I'm Andrew Banis with 18 News. Back to you in the studio, Jeff. Whether you're the driver or the pedestrian, police say the most important thing you can do is be aware of your surroundings. Don't be distracted, and most importantly, follow the lights and the crosswalk. Going to see a first-run movie meant driving 18 or more miles away. Well, starting Tuesday, they can stay right here in town. Now, what does a 103-year-old woman want for her birthday? Well, for Pearl, it was a chance to sit on Santa's lap. And I'm Andrew Banis. It's one of the worst feelings when you look in the rearview mirror and see an officer pulling you over. Maybe you passed someone or you were speeding, but suddenly the officer wants to search your car or have you get out. Big weekend at the Glen, and 18 Sports Director Mario Sacco joins us live from Watkins Glen now with a preview of what we can look forward to. Mario, it looks like a great day out there. What's going on? But now the organization is asking for your help. Tonight at the Rockwell Museum in Corning, representatives for the organization met with people in the community to encourage volunteering. Not even the rain showers could keep many of you from saying play ball at Dunn Field in Elmira tonight. All right, switching gears now. Tori, I think you know by now I'm a pretty big geek.
Safe to say that.
So when I hear that tomorrow is Batman Day, well, I get pretty pumped. And it appears I'm not the only one. Jared Iosa at Heroes Comic Shop in Elmira Heights says the event will be celebrated at comic shops across the country. Welcome back. I'm joined by Travis and Jeremy with Journey Fitness.
Keep that on tight. Extra like bumper cars. You got it, Andrew. Oh yeah, bumper cars.
Boom. Before we even start, it's a good day for us because we got a special guest. Deflategate. It's a national story making all kinds of headlines, and everyone has something to say about it. From local players,
I feel like they cheated to win, and I mean, I don't think they're deserving of the win.
to coaches,
I don't think it's a big deal. I think it is being blown out of proportion.
to teachers,
If you're playing by the rules, then they probably broke the rules.
to, yeah, even this guy.
I didn't alter the ball in any way.
And while those footballs may not have been blown up, this controversy certainly is. First reported earlier this week that the Super Bowl-bound New England Patriots played with 11 of their 12 game balls deflated in the AFC Championship game. A wrath of criticism has fallen onto the franchise, some even saying they shouldn't be allowed to play in the big game. Notre Dame High School assistant football coach John Mayo says that's just a lot of hot air.
When you look at the gloves these guys are wearing today and how tacky they are, and it's almost like really it doesn't, to me, and being in football my whole life and being around football, I don't see how it makes that big a difference.
Now, this is not a regulation-sized football, but the principle remains the same. If you take the air out of it, it not only becomes easier to catch, it becomes easier to throw. And while Coach Mayo says he doesn't think it made a big difference, Elmira Heights phys ed teacher Andy Berg says Tom Brady and the Patriots knew exactly what they were doing.
And from what I understand, a quarterback in the NFL goes through a process, like a car driver would go through his process if he was driving a car at Watkins Glen. He knows all the points. He knows all the checkpoints.
Reporting in Elmira, Andrew Banis, 18 News. It was an ordinary morning at Chamberlain Acres in Southport until
Chamberlain Acres.
It was about 10 after 11. I got a phone call from someone who said they were from NYSEG and they wanted to talk to someone about the bill.
owner Glenn Miller was told by the caller he owed money to NYSEG and that someone was on the way to his business to shut off his power, unless he paid up.
I think he said it was like $962. I got to the 9 part, and then the rest was kind of a blur. I was a little freaked out about the fact that, you know, to come up with that kind of money that quickly.
But something didn't seem right to Miller. He hung up and called the number for the NYSEG corporate office. It was there he was told he had no bill owed and that he was being scammed. According to the Chemung County Sheriff's Office, this is just one of many phony bill collectors asking for your information over the phone.
Anytime those come in like that, it should be setting off a major red flag for the people to just say, well, something's not right here.
Now, if you ever get a call that seems suspicious, don't give out your credit card information over the phone. Instead, get a number to call back and then hang up.
Don't fall for the pressure of these people trying to scare you into, you know, paying something back that you really don't owe, because it's just that. They're looking for the easy money, and if you're not an easy target, they just move on to somebody else.
I think it's kind of crazy. I mean, I know that this happens a lot, but, you know, it just doesn't, you don't think that it's going to happen to you.
'Twas the night before Christmas when the first stood in line. About 7 p.m. came that first volunteer. A dozen more arrived by 9. By early Christmas morning, hundreds gathered down the street to take part in the Arctic League's 103rd charity event. No small feat. Families less fortunate received bags of toys, meaning smiling kids' faces as they open those new bags of joys. Volunteers say delivering the toys isn't just fun, it's meaningful to help bring the community together as one.
Just trying to give back to my community. Been doing this for 16 years. Actually, come down from Rochester every year now to be with my family, and us get up early in the morning and help out where I grew up.
We're giving back to the community. When I was a little girl, I was a recipient, so it's time to give back.
It makes me feel great. I mean, ultimately it's for the people that we're giving back to, and for the people to see as many people that came out and do this, and all the people that are fortunate enough to give away their morning to give out these presents is awesome to see.
Now volunteers, now givers, now charities and deliverers go knocking on doors with gifts for a good cause. It makes the entire town a real-life Santa Claus.
When it comes to the Arctic League, the community is here to help us. There's at least 700 to 800 people out here. We're going to deliver about close to 1,700 bags to all the individuals in Chemung County.
Deliveries began at 6 in the morning, and just an hour later, all of the toys were moved out of their storing. Proof that even 103 years later, the Arctic League in Elmira is still a miracle creator.
It's all due to the community. You know, the involvement of the community, their dedication, their generosity. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be 103 years old.